Hi everyone, this is Amy. Welcome to my channel. Here's a question that comes up a lot in online discussions. Can you take your skates on a plane? Not snakes on a plane. Ice skates, figure skates, hockey skates on a plane. You may be thinking about this if you're attending a camp or clinic or competing at a location where it's more convenient to fly than to drive. I've meant to do a video on flying with your skates for a really long time. So today, let's talk about the best ways to fly with your skates. First, a little disclaimer. This video is based on my own experience and the TSA rules and those of domestic US carriers as of the time of filming this in June 2022. Your experience may differ. Always check for the current rules and follow them. With all that out of the way, let's get into it. The short answer is yes, you can fly with your ice skates. According to the TSA, skates, including ice skates and rollerblades, are okay to pack in your check bag and even your carry-on bag if you're flying domestically within the United States. I highly suggest that you always bring your skates on as a carry-on whenever possible. Do not check them if you can avoid it. Checked bags are often lost. You don't want the airline to misplace your skates. I have flown with my figure skates in my carry-on bag many times without any issues. In fact, I've even flown with 2 pairs of ice skates in my one carry-on bag. It's true. There are things you should know about flying with your skates. Planning with proper packing can really help you. Remember that even if items such as ice skates are generally permitted, they may be subject to additional screening. For example, if an alarm is triggered, something appears to be tampered with, or poses other safety concerns, the bag may not be permitted through a TSA checkpoint. The final decision always rests with the TSA officer. Here are some ways you can pack your skates for domestic airline travel. Do not pack them in your Zuca skate bag. The maximum size for a carry-on bag for most airlines is 45 linear inches. That's the total of the bag's height, width, and depth. You should check anything that's larger than that. While some Zuca models do meet the FAA specifications for carry-on baggage, the Zuca Sport models that are marketed for figure skates do not meet the FAA specifications. Only the Flyer and Navigator models meet the FAA specs for carry-on baggage. Note that the Navigator expandable model does not meet the specifications either. That means you will likely have to leave your Zuca at home. Use another rolling bag that does meet the FAA specifications for carry-on baggage. I use a Team USA hard case spinner carry-on that I got from Fanatics. There's a link to it in the description down below. You can also use a Transpac style backpack like my Idea Libre bag. There's a link to that in the description down below too. I've used both my Team USA bag and my Idea Libre bag on different occasions. Either was acceptable at the checkpoints. There are some other things that I have done to make it even easier to get through security. I put on my hard guards with the soakers over them. This helps protect the blades really well from any bumps. Also, it shows TSA that my skates are safely packed. You can also take it to the next level and use zip ties to secure the guards to your skates. I've personally never done the zip tie thing. Others have done this just to play it super safe. Just make sure you pack a scissor in your checked bag so that you'll be able to remove the zip ties when you get to your final destination. While ice skates are permitted, scissors and other sharp objects are not. Put them in your check bag. I also put my US figure skating membership card, any competition or clinic schedule, and registration with my name on it inside the bag. That way, if any agent has questions about why I'm bringing my ice skates on a plane, I can provide them with documentation. I also pack my competition dress carefully in the same bag as my skates if I'm competing. That's another thing you don't want to put in your checked bag if you can avoid it. Sometimes dresses can cost more than your skates and are one of a kind. You don't want to lose your dress if your checked luggage goes missing. This recently happened to Madison Hubble. It did, seriously. She checked her Olympic costume in her checked bag and it was lost. So definitely always avoid checking your competition dresses. I do a few other things when I fly with my skates too. I wear a nice US Figure Skating or Team USA branded jacket. If it's too warm where I'm flying from, I'll pack this on top of the skates. And I use Team USA bag tags. You can get those from Fanatics too. There's a link to them in the description down below. I should also mention that being part of a trusted traveler program that includes TSA PreCheck may also help you. I have global entry, which has benefits when I enter the US after traveling abroad, but also provides TSA PreCheck. The benefits of TSA PreCheck are: there is no need to remove your shoes. You don't have to take your laptop out of the bag or your liquids out of the bag either. You can also wear belts and light jackets. I usually get through security in like 5 minutes. If your skater is traveling with you and they're under the age of 12, they can accompany you if you have TSA PreCheck. There's links to find out more about the Trusted Traveler programs in the description down below. Of course, doing all these things is never a guarantee that you won't run into any issues. Remember what I said earlier, the decision always lies with the TSA agent when you're going through the checkpoint. Always be courteous and polite to the TSA and all airline representatives that you encounter. If you have a bad attitude or are rude to them, they can decide that your skates can't fly for any reason. In fact, they can decide that you can't fly. So just be nice if there are questions and be prepared to answer them. It's always possible that the agent you're dealing with has never seen anyone pack ice skates before. Also, in certain situations, such as a full flight with many carry-on bags, the airline may require most or even all of your bags to be checked at the gate. Be prepared to do that. I've had to gate check my bag in the past because the particular plane I was on had very small overhead bins. Usually when you gate check a bag, you'll often receive a tag. You just leave your bag on the jetway before entering the plane. When you deplane at your destination, it's usually right there waiting for you to pick up, and you're quickly on your way. If you are really concerned about the chance that your skates may have to be checked, there is something else that you can do. Get some Apple AirTags. This is actually a good thing to do anytime you are checking bags. I have Apple AirTags on my keychain, in my wallet, in my purse. I have them on just about everything because I lose stuff all the time. I also have a little cat that likes to steal things out of my purse. True, swear. Just put the AirTags inside the pocket of your luggage for additional peace of mind when you have to check them. This way, if something goes missing, you have additional ways to track your stuff. Remember that if you're flying internationally, this guidance may not apply. Outside of domestic travel within the US, there are different rules. Be sure to check with the carrier and the local authorities before traveling internationally with your ice skates. Tell me, have you flown with your skates? What have you done to make it easier? And what has your experience been? Suppose you haven't flown with your skates, but you need to. Will you try any of these suggestions? Please leave me comments down below and let me know. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like. That goes a long way to help other people find the video. Also, feel free to share this video with anyone else you think it could help. Just post it to your social media too. I post videos every week that can help you with your figure skating, nutrition, fitness, and ultimately live a better life. So remember to subscribe and ring that bell so that you never miss a video. This is Amy. Happy skating and safe travels. I will see you real soon. Thank you for watching. Bye.